Look who has joined us once again. Back in our hangout, we have Sasha Alexander from the hit show Rizzoli and Isles and NCIS and all, right? And
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek. Oh, back in the day when you were a little girl.
Lately, for some reason, I've been getting stopped with Dawson's Creek.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to find out what that. There must be another like incarnation of it on a different station, right? Because it's syndicated, and so you get to see
maybe
like, all
maybe that's why.
And quickly, I want to introduce you, Sasha, to Deanna. I think Deanna was in that hangout last time with you. Deanna's in Reno. Joe is in Las Vegas this morning. Hello. Justin is in the UK. He's in Brighton. Hi. Nick is in Dallas.
Hello.
Rick Timis is in the south of the UK.
Hello.
Stuart is in South Orange County here in SoCal. And Zareen is up in Sacramento.
Yep. Hey.
And we do have a bunch of people watching us on air, so I want to give you guys a big shout out on YouTube as well as on G+. Make sure you plus us and like us, please, and share the link. And if you have a question, I'll get it over to Sasha for sure. So I think the last time you were here, Sasha, we were talking about, I think, the new season of Rizzoli. Where are we at now in the show?
Well, we begin some months later after Maura has given her kidney to her half-sister. So we start in a kind of a fragile place for Maura this season because she had this surgery, but nobody's really thanked her for it, and so she feels a little vulnerable, I think, from all of it. So Jane's trying to cheer her up.
Okay.
That's one moment, and then Hope comes back, and her father's on trial. So there's a lot of family drama.
Oh my gosh! Now, where are we in the season? Did we just
we premiere
season
tonight.
4 season premiere tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deanna.
Premiere tonight, 9 o'clock, TNT. Well, I don't know, depending on your city, but
right, you have to check your local listings, of course. For those of you who have a question for Sasha, just get my attention, and I will go to you guys. Okay. I know a couple of you wanted to say hello.
I'll just jump it off then. It's like no one else wants to jump it off.
Hi, Deanna.
Hey, Sasha, it's great seeing you again. It's like loving the show. It was a hell of a decision your character made last season. It's like, yeah, giving her kidney up to her half sister. It's like, but it's like you're saying now. It's like she's kind of bitter because no one's thanked her for it. But it's like, wasn't one of the conditions for her giving the kidneys that she didn't want her sister to know about it?
Yes. And she still doesn't. It's just that, I think just humanly you feel vulnerable because, you gave away an organ. And for Maura, it's actually kind of funny because she wants to make sure that her organ is being taken care of. So she begins to spy on her sister and make sure, she gets, I won't give it away, but she wants to make sure she's taking care of her organ properly.
That sounds like something she'd do.
Yeah. Did you do some research on that as far as, like, some of the other organ donors that are out there? Or did you talk to some other people just to kind of see their...
I only talked about what the recovery would be like what you'd feel like and so forth.
Because it's not as easy as we think. I mean, I know that... We were talking about organ donating another day or so ago with Tony, but it isn't that easy. I mean, physically, the kind of challenges that you go through. So I'm just curious.
It can take months just to have like a full to be able to work out or not have pain.
Are you enjoying the show?
Yeah, we've had a wonderful season. We're actually we're more than halfway through the season, so it's been really a good year for everybody.
Oh, good. Now you and Angie Harmon,
yes.
Are you guys? You got hang out like after the set?
Everybody wants to know that. That's like the most popular question. Are you guys friends in real life?
They ask us that all the time.
They do?
They go, are you and Tony friends? Are you guys really as nice to each other as you are on this set?
Yes, that's so funny. Well, Angie and I are friends, and we work together between 12 and 15 hours a day.
You have to like each other.
So I mean, when the day ends, we go home to our kids and our husbands, which who we haven't seen all day. But yeah, we do hang out. We have our families get together, our kids get together. And we have a wonderful time on set. We get more than enough time together to mess around.
You actually have little ones.
I do.
Angie does too. How old are yours?
My daughter is 7 and my son is 2.5.
I have a 2.5-year-old.
You do?
Oh my gosh, I know
Such
exactly
a good
what you're going
age.
through. We'll have to chit chat. I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
Does it drive you crazy having to be on set and be away from your little one for so long?
It does. I'm very grateful to work. I love the creative outlet and I'm doing what I love to do, but there's there are days when I leave for work very early in the morning or
Yes.
come back very late. And so those days I try to, I take them to set if I can, bring them there. I have toys, movies, just to be able to have FaceTime with them is important. But it gets rough. I just go week to week and day by day and just do the best I can.
These guys know, some of them, that I have a little like room cam that I look in on the kids sometimes.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
So I'll peek over to my left sometimes, and they'll know if they hear like something crying or some baby crying. They know that I'm on my baby cam.
I haven't done that before. I mean, I've Skyped and stuff, but I haven't done that.
Oh yeah, no, it's
I don't
really
know why.
easy. You can just set up a little camera. It's like maybe smaller than this one, and it's just
In the room and just
room.
check in on them and see them playing or
And you
doing
can
whatever.
hear-
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that happen today.
It's really, really easy. They're like, I don't know, $100, not even a little less.
Well, my daughter's in school. She just finished first grade. So
Don't you wish you could run school?
I do.
I do. I'm not that kind of mom. Sorry, guys. Stuart, did you have a question? I wasn't sure if you did. If you wanted to say.
Yeah. I love the work that you've done, seen a couple of your shows quite consistently. I think a lot of people have the impression that your profession's an physically easy profession. How many hours on an average day would you suggest that you put in on the set?
Well, thank you. It's a good question. People do not know how long it takes to make a 1-hour series. And on the average, it's between 7.5 to 8 days. We work Monday through Friday. Angie and I, for the most part, Angie works even more than I do. We go in on a Monday morning at 5:30. We have to be there, which means we're up at 4:45. And we work a 12 to 15-hour day. Monday through Friday. So sometimes there are episodes where one of our characters is lighter. So you have maybe a scene off or this, maybe a day off, but that's very, very rare. But it's a lot of work. And when we're on set, it's just on the go. We have an hour lunch and that's about it.
And then the trade-off is, I mean, you do get a hiatus, but a lot of times you guys are on like another show or doing a movie or something like that, right? When you're
It
off
depends. Yeah,
season?
it just depends. I mean, I think that, our show's gone 8 months a year, so the other months Angie and I have both taken time to be with our families.
That's nice.
And sort of, just get rested for another year.
That is really
So
nice.
it just depends. It depends.
Can I just ask you a question now? When you say your family, is there a lady named Sophia involved in?
No.
No.
Sophia who? She's Nona.
curious.
She's Nona in our house.
Oh, she's Nona. That's
Nona.
right.
That's
That's
Italian
right,
for
Nona.
grandma.
We talked about this last time, that Sophia Loren happens to be Sasha's mother-in-law. What an amazing mother-in-law to have, right? Would be Sophia Loren. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
She's
so
wonderful,
Nona,
and I have to tell you, she is a fantastic house guest.
is she?
I love
I thought
having
you were
her.
going to say housekeeper.
No, whenever she stays with us, she's like the most simple person.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
she
good to
doesn't
know.
need much. We know exactly what. Yeah, she's wonderful. She was just with us a little bit, and hopefully she'll come back in the summer.
Oh, that's so sweet. My 2.5-year-old refused to sleep in his bed. And so one of us has to sleep with him. How is your sleeping schedule with that 2-year-old? Is that like nuts or?
Not at all. But you
No?
know what? I learned because of my first one, because she
See,
used to
you
sleep
have
with
the
us.
older one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned, and so I cracked down. I became really tough with the second. They're in their bed for nap and sleep time. They are in their bed, and he loves his bed. Like you can't tear him out of it. He actually will point to his bed and go, "Bed, my bed," and he wants to go in it and sleep.
Oh God.
Maybe you make it
what's wrong
cozy.
with my?
No, nothing's wrong. It's just habit. They don't want to be alone.
Yes,
You
he
know?
is, just
Maybe
so
you have to
clingy.
bribe them.
I
Do you have
tried.
cushiony sheets?
Well,
Make it
who's
really-
training who is the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely one boss in our
Yeah,
house. And
right.
it's not me or my husband.
That's
but,
funny.
Anyway, well, gosh. Okay, so I'm inspired. I'm gonna crack it down and bribe him.
There's a great book. It's called Healthy Sleep Habits, Happy Child.
I did the
I'm
Sleepy
gonna
Planet
forget-
with the crib.
Try this book
Okay.
because this book actually talks about how we as adults have bad sleep habits and how it can affect
Oh.
our neurological, just
Boy.
everything. So
Do we
it can
ever.
teach you how to do it at different stages in your life.
Sleepy habits, happy
Healthy
life.
Sleep Habits, Happy Child.
Healthy sleep.
Maria's taking notes. Actually,
No, really, it's good.
I was kind of curious about something else, Sasha. It's like you've been doing the show, well, this is the 4th year now, but it's like you have 3 seasons deep. What is the most difficult scene that you've ever had to shoot?
It was the other day. Oh,
really?
goodness. I was just telling Steve and Maria about it. So normally I'm pretty good about memorizing my difficult medical terminology. And I work on it at night and I run it a lot and I record myself and I listen to it. But the other day I had a scene where I have to rattle off like 12 different bacteria that you can get from a garbage bag. And they were very difficult, like Aspergillus group and Hyperperborea babadadabada, and I'm like, all these things. There was no way that I could get it to stick. So we did cue cards, which I've never even done before. And it's very difficult to act with cue cards because you're trying to make it look like you're looking at the actor, but you're not. And then I had to kind of rattle them off. So it was hard to catch a rhythm on it. I had such like anxiety about it. The night before, I was like sweating when I finished the scene. I literally was like, yes! Like I felt like I ran a race. I was so proud of myself. And Angie and Colin Egglesfield, who was in the scene with us, they were both really patient with me and staying in it, but it was really hard.
I know some of those
I would have run a victory lap around the set after finished.
It's hard.
They don't have teleprompters for you guys. I know that we have them here on the set, but
Right.
it's not possible on
it's
film
hard to
camera.
act with that because you're trying to connect with the other actor, and you
That's
know,
true.
and you always have action and stuff to do to make it natural. So you can't really do that. But wow, I needed it.
Well, congratulations on the success of those medical terms.
Thank you.
Sasha Alexander, thank you for stopping by
Thank you,
again.
Maria.
We
Nice
love
to
having you in
see
the
you.
hangout.
Thank you.
Don't forget, tonight is the premiere of Rizzoli Isles TNT, I believe. So check your listings for the times. I think it's 9 o'clock here on the West Coast.
It's 9 o'clock on the West Coast.
Pacific
Yeah.
Standard Time. So check it out, you guys. Let me take a quick photo before you go. Okay, another one.
Where are we looking?
Okay. Oh, first of all, I want you to try on my Google glasses.
What are these?
You've not seen these?
No.
These are Google glasses, and they can see through anyone. No, I'm just kidding. It's high on your nose, like it goes up on the bridge of your nose, and it's basically wearable computers. So you can do you see it on the
I think
upper?
Maura needs a pair of these.
Do you see the upper? Yes.
Oh, look at that.
See.
Oh. Is that good for you?
I know. I've asked.
I don't know. You have like a computer connected.
Well, just think of how awesome it'd be.
I
It's
don't
like,
know, guys. They're saying having phones next to our ear is. I mean, this
You could have had your cue cards on it.
yeah, you could have had all the medical terminology on that screen, and you wouldn't have had to worry about it.
either. This wouldn't look very obvious.
You could write. Can you imagine? Wait, let me take a photo.
Well, your character is a
You want me to put them on? You want me to put them on?
And then I'm gonna take a photo. That
well, your
one.
character is a fashionista anyway, so you could have like a matching outfit and all that.
I wish that I had invented them. Okay, here's the camera. Okay, ready? Oh, cyborg.
Cyborg?
Yeah, ready?
Is that my cyborg face or
Is that your cyborg?
my? Did I
Yeah,
eat so bad?
Your
What's my Star Trek Enterprise
yes,
face?
your Star Trek Enterprise Trekkie.
I couldn't maintain my bearing. That was too funny.
But anyway, let's take one without it. But yeah, these are the new Google Glass, and I'm part of the Explorer program just to kind of help, hopefully, the developers develop more apps for it and make it better. But
cool.
it's fascinating. Anyway, okay, 1, 2, 3. You're a great sport. Thank you. All right, what's the
Thank
next
you.
time?
Bye, guys. Nice to see you.
Yeah, because it's all